Hello everyone and welcome back to the Outdoor Channel. Behind me we have our new project truck. We have a very simple, easy, and inexpensive install we're going to do. And that's right, today we are doing these things down here. These are the factory mud flaps. They had them on the front and rear of each tire here. They're kind of long enough to just kind of be annoying and not really long enough to be all that useful. We're going to go ahead and change these out today. And here's a quick peek of the factory mud flaps on the front of the truck. Again, not all that great. Maybe protect a little bit. Now the last project truck, we went ahead and put a lift on that truck. The wheels and tires had a really nice offset. The factory mud flaps didn't do a whole lot there. And with this truck, we haven't lifted it, at least not yet. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. You can see that when it happens. But we're going to go ahead and get the mud flaps ready so when we do lift it, it'll be all ready to go. We won't have to worry about any trimming, at least on the mud flaps, when we do that lift. So, it's all coming up next. Stay tuned. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a quick unboxing. You can get these on Amazon. They're going to come in some kind of packaging that looks similar to this. We have some instructions here. And we have our molded mud flaps. Here's everything that comes with the kit. There is no hardware that comes with this. You're going to reuse everything that's already on the truck. A little bit of 3M adhesive there that'll be used to attach at least this part of these mud flaps. And as you can see, there are 3 sets. Why do you have 3 sets? Well, you're going to get a set for the front behind the tires and then a set for either side of the rear tires. Again, no hardware. You're going to reuse what's already on the truck. Looks like a pretty simple install. Looks like no drilling. It should be basically taking out some of the hardware that's there, taking off the old flaps, putting the new flaps in, and it looks like they're telling you need a T15 Torx bit. Alright, diving into the install, we're at the rear tire, and this is the front flap for the rear tire. Now this truck is a 2500. The install for the 1500 is a different part number. I'll have that over in the description, but the install is very similar. You're going to see that there are some screws that are in here. We've got 1, hopefully the camera's picking it up, 2, and then there's another one here in the back. So there's 3 here on the front, and then underneath there's 2 more. You got 1 here, and I'll move the light over, and you've got 1 right up here. You can certainly get in here with a ratchet. I'm going to use this driver. We'll make pretty short work of it. You just have to work around the tire, and they'll pop out, and that's what they look like. Now as you remove the flap here, take note that there's a clip here, and this clip will sometimes move, so make sure that it gets moved back in position there when you go to apply the new flap. And as you take it off, just takes a little twist. Notice that little nub that's up here, because when you put the new one on, that'll have to go back into here as well. You can see how much smaller the new one is. All of the positions line up with the old ones. Here is that nub like we saw on the old one. That has to go, and that has to go up into here when you go to reassemble that. Now what I find is once you get that partially seated on there, take your first screw and just put it in this first position here and get it started. Don't tighten that down and don't put the other ones in yet. Go ahead and do the ones on the bottom and I'll show you why. Now going back underneath, this is where only having that 1 screw in front helps, because again you want to make sure that clip is lined up properly and that this hole is lined up with that clip. Get that started. You might need to push on this just a little bit. If you've got the other side all tightened up, it'll make getting this one a lot harder. And then while you're down here, go ahead and get this one started. It's got a clip in there as well, but it doesn't move like the other one does. Just got to finesse this a little bit to get it lined up. Once the bottom's secure, you can go ahead and start to feed the rest of these in. And there's what it should look like when it's done. You can see how much shorter it looks compared to the stock mud flap that was there. Finish looks okay, quite honestly. There was a little gap that was here even with the factory flap, so it looks to be pretty much the same as the stock ones. Don't forget to tighten these down because it's not only securing the flap, but it's also securing some of your protective liner there as well. We're going to move on to the rear after this. It'll be interesting to see if the fit and finish is any better because even the factory OEM one here is just kind of okay. Let's go ahead and start that. So here is that rear flap. Pretty easy install. Done just really about 2 minutes or so. Kind of has the same basic fitment issue that the stock would have. This gap here is a little bit bigger than I want. I want to go ahead off camera and see if I can tighten this up a little bit. Just something to keep in mind when you're installing these. Alright, so by backing off this screw down here a little bit and repositioning, or really not repositioning, but loosening that one up and retightening it by applying pressure, I'm able to really take a lot of that gap out. It's about the same as it was stock. Again, just something to keep in mind when you install these. Alright, here we are on the front. Same basic disassembly. The reassembly will be slightly different. Let's go ahead and get started here. So here are those tabs. There's a yellow one there and a white one there. You can see the white one completely broke off there, even with some gentle pressure. Doesn't take much. You're not reusing those, so that's okay. And just as a quick side-by-side comparison, you can see how much shorter the new one is compared to the old one. Let's go ahead and put it on. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and clean the inside of this here. As you saw in the beginning of the video, there's a little bit of 3M adhesive that's going to get applied here. This is at the bottom of the truck. I'm sure it's a little bit dirty at least. So just taking a pad. Not sure if the camera's picking it up, but it's got a little dirt on there. Nice thing about alcohol, it does dry pretty quickly. Here is that 3M tape we were talking about there a second ago. Now I'm just going to do a test fit. I'm not going to pull that tape back just yet. Something tells me this is going to take a little finessing. Now, do I like the 3M tape over the plastic tabs? I'm not sure. This is probably a little bit easier to install. The plastic tabs are probably a little more robust. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some of that back. Now really what you have to do is kind of hook this up underneath like this, as well as line up the holes on the inside of the fender liner kind of at the same time. Now in the last ones, I just got one started here, and this one I'm actually getting two started up here. Not at all tight. Let's go ahead and work on the bottom now. And as I go to tighten this first one up, I'm going to apply some pressure on this. There we go. Still got a little bit of a gap, but you know what? The stock one did as well. It's pretty even side to side, but if it's not, like we did with the rear, you can tighten or loosen this one and that one and make some adjustments. But I think we're going to call that a wrap. Okay, so doing the passenger side is exactly the same. We've already gone ahead and done that. 5 screws in each flap. Let's go ahead and take this over to the park, take a closer look.